Good morning and welcome to another vlog. Today we're gonna have a little Sunday reset because I think I desperately need it. I have had one of the shittiest starts to the year ever, possibly in my life, and it just seems to only get worse. Like, my personal life, a shit show. LA's been on fire. That's been crazy. Obviously, I was not personally affected, but just anybody in LA has been like on edge for the past like week and a half because you just never know if it's ever gonna spread to you, and it's just like chaos in the air, right? That's just been very anxiety inducing. TikTok got banned yesterday, and by the time I upload this video, which is like a week from now, like I don't know what progress will have been made at this point on it. Obviously, I'm somebody who is diversified on all platforms. Like, clearly I have YouTube, which is my biggest platform, always has, always will be probably, and obviously I have quite a bit of an audience on Instagram and I'm very active on there as well. But the TikTok algorithm and the like capacity for anybody to go viral and to like, just reach new audiences is something that no other platform has been able to replicate, and I'm genuinely like kind of terrified about what that means for my business because TikTok has just been so pivotal to that. And like, obviously I hope we get it back, but I'm also not super hopeful that's gonna be the same when it gets back. Like, but everything just seems really sketchy and suspicious, and I hate everything, and I'm really sad about it. And so today we're gonna have a little reset day because I meant to have a really productive day yesterday, and I ended up just scrolling TikTok all day naturally because I was like, well, if it's my last day to do it, I'm gonna just rot on the couch and do it. And so I did that, and then now my apartment's a mess. I like did laundry, but I didn't put it away, so I have like a pile of clothes in my room right now that I need to put away. I was in the midst of like coloring and journaling last night because I was trying to just like calm myself down, so that's still just here. My kitchen's not terribly a mess, but like a little bit of a mess, and I'm also going to Spain on Tuesday, so in 2 days. So I just like need to get my life together basically. I also need to finish prepping everything for the pop-up. Like, there's just a lot that needs to go on today, so we're gonna have a reset day, little refresh, reset, cleaning day to get my life together and hopefully feel better again. First things first, my mom always said if you have a clear space, you have a clear mind. Therefore, we're gonna get my space cleared because she's a bit cluttered, because I do in fact have a mound of clothes just sitting there, which is only because I did my laundry yesterday, and then by the time it was out of the dryer, the whole TikTok situation was happening, and then I got really sad, and so I just threw it off to the side of the bed, and then I called Yana for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, and then it was late and I just went to bed. So that's why that's there. So we're gonna start with that to get that cleared off, also because I do have to pack, so I just kind of want to get all those clothes situated and maybe take some out that I want to like bring to Spain. Guys, crazy development. Why am I back on TikTok? I saw somebody else post that they were able to get back in, and I checked my app and I'm in. And I also grew 400 followers overnight. So shout out to my international followers. But I'm so confused. Like, is this like a glitch? Is it for real back? Like, I feel like I haven't seen a news source say anything yet, and there's no like notification from TikTok saying anything. So I'm confused, but I'm gonna enjoy it while we can. Maybe we're on the up and up today. Maybe it was just a glitch in the system. I have no idea. This is gonna be an interesting day. I'm just gonna keep you updated on what's going on in real time here. Okay, my next order of business is that I need to finish a reel for one of my part-time jobs. I had it started already, so I don't think it should take too long at this point, but I didn't finish it because I forgot what I was doing. But anyway, I wanna get this over to them ASAP so that if there's any corrections or things that we need to fix, I have time for that. So I'm gonna do that really quick, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. So I just finished the reel and sent that over. And since I'm already on my computer, I'm gonna do one more task that I had set out for myself today, which is to fix a post that I made. I made a post for Instagram, like a carousel, that is kind of just like a get to know me introduction kind of carousel, but I made it in like square form, and now Instagram has updated to be like a 4x5 on profiles. So I need to convert this to 4x5 so that it matches like the feed better and doesn't get weirdly zoomed in on my feed now, because that's just gonna drive me nuts. So I'm just gonna fix that real quick, get that exported and ready, and that's the last thing I want to do on my computer, and then we'll be done. So this is what the post looks like. So like I said, it's all squares, so I'm just gonna like extend all of them a little bit, and then we should be good to go. Something I really want to do this year is just put like extra effort into my content, like my personal content, because I just like, I have a lot of fun making it. Like I love YouTube because like I love editing, and I just like making videos, and like I like making, I don't know, just like fun posts and like putting like time and effort into them and having them be not just like, you know, a picture and that's it. So it's kind of what I want to delve into a little bit more this year, just because like I have fun with it. Like I have fun being a creator. And I think for the longest time I've just spent so much time on just my business, which is fine obviously, but I've denied myself just like the creativity to just like have a fun time for my own pleasure on my social medias. So that's something I want to do, which is why I made this little post, which will eventually go up. It'll probably be up by the time that you watch this. If you don't follow my personal Instagram, like you can. It's Natalia.Trevino, and then my brand Instagram is Natalia Trevino Morrow. But yeah, basically I just want to like put more time into my personal Instagram and like let myself just have fun on there, because I think for quite a few years I was just like scared to post on there a little bit, because that's where like everybody I know and have ever met in my life follows me. So it's a little bit more intimidating to post like as a creator on there, because everybody like from high school follows me on there, which like I know is like silly and like shouldn't matter at this point, because everybody knows I moved to LA and that like I do like YouTube and that I have a brand, and like everybody knows that. Like at this point it's not anything crazy but for whatever reason sometimes that still gets really in my head. So I'm trying to just like let go of that a lot more this year and just like have fun and do things because I like doing them. So I'm excited to delve into that a little bit more this year. Okay, the post has officially been converted, so we are good to go. All right, my next order of business is to clean this up, which is my journaling session from yesterday, and also clean up my kitchen a bit. I ran the dishwasher yesterday, so I need to take out the dishes from there. I need to take out the trash really badly, take out my compost and my recycling. So I think we're just gonna like do that. It's about 11:15 right now, so I feel like by the time we do that, it'll be a nice time for lunch, because I am already getting hungry because I did not particularly have breakfast. So let's get this all cleaned up. All right, I just cleaned up everything, took out the dishwasher, cleaned some of the dishes I still had, cleared off my table a bit, and I also did take out the trash and recycling, so we were good there. And it is lunchtime. However, I am running out of groceries, but again, I'm leaving in like a day and a half. So it's not really worth getting like a bunch of things. I might need to get something just like to truly hold me over tomorrow, because I just really don't know what I have here. I don't think I have a lot to work with, because I just like haven't really done a good grocery shop in a minute. So let's see what we can do. What we're gonna do is make some quesadillas, because that is what I have. I think later today we might actually need to get food, but my hometown friends sent me an Errands gift card the other day because I was just really going through it, and they are just the best, and they are always trying to find ways to support me and be there for me even at a distance, which I'm so grateful for. So they sent me that as like a little like treat yourself. But then the fire started shortly after that, so I haven't been out and about too much. But anyway, I think I'm gonna use that later tonight to get myself dinner over there, because I really don't have much else. And then tomorrow I'll just have to like pop into Trader Joe's and grab maybe like a couple of single meals just to hold me over for the day, and then I leave the next day like early in the morning. So I think that's the plan. But for now, I don't want to particularly get dressed and leave the apartment yet, so we're gonna do what we can. All right, I think after this, I like desperately should sew is what I need to do. The black slip dresses that I have already made, and they've been made forever, I need to add like a little hanger loop things onto it so that it hangs properly on a hanger, because they look just really bad on a hanger right now because there's nothing like holding it up and holding its shape. So that's my like, I need to get that done absolutely today. And after that, I accidentally cut the tiniest hole into one of my patchwork shirts yesterday that I made, and I'm so mad about it. So I need to just like patchwork that little area and redo it as well. I was trimming off the excess fabric on the hem because I do a double needle hem on those, and sometimes on like the back side there's just like a lot more extra fabric kind of like above the zigzag it creates on the back. So I was trimming that off to make it look like really clean, and I accidentally trimmed like the tiniest hole into the fabric, and I'm so mad at myself for it. So luckily it's a patchwork top, so I can quite literally just like kind of undo the hem and make a little patch right there and then like re-hem it and it'll be fine. But I'm just annoyed because it was already done and I was just like doing the final touches, and now I have to like redo something on it. But that's the last bit of sewing I have to do for the pop-up for this week anyway. Obviously I'm going to continue making inventory throughout the next 6 months. However, for now, that's all I need to do. So that's what we're gonna do once I finish this. I've decided I'm actually gonna go to Erewhon now and get food because I fear the longer I stay in this apartment, the less likely I am to actually leave the apartment later to get food. Because I just ate and I'm not that hungry, I think I have a clearer mind on getting food. So I also think I'm just gonna get sushi from Erewhon, and I feel like by the end of the day, like they have less and less choices, obviously, because they make it all during the day. So I think I'll just have better options, and it's just better to get me like out earlier than later. So I'm gonna get dressed really quick and we're gonna go pick up dinner, and then we can just like stay in for the rest of the night. That's kind of the goal. Alrighty, I'm gonna head out really quick, grab some quick dinner. I'm wondering if I should just like stop by Trader Joe's as well and grab some stuff for tomorrow because they're right next to each other. Maybe I will. Maybe that's the move, so I don't also have to leave tomorrow. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna do that actually. Okay, so I'm gonna go to both, get some food for the next couple of days before I leave, and then once we're back, we'll sew what we need to sew, get that out of the way. And then I also just like want to like legitimately clean. My apartment isn't particularly like dirty or anything, but I do just like need to like sweep and vacuum, and just want to clean some of my surfaces and stuff because I just feel like I haven't had time to like sit and do like a nice deep clean since like Noemi left. So I want to do that just to like leave my space nice and clean and refreshed for when I leave, and then I can come back to a nice clean space. Let's go get some food. Alright, we are back and it's time for a haul. I ended up getting a few extra things because I also know that I'm going to come back from Spain and be like, oh, I have nothing, and I'm not going to want to go grocery shopping for at least a day. So we've got the good old trusty chicken fried rice, the frozen one. I feel like this is always a good go-to. It has never done me wrong. So we've got that. I've got some extra pasta because I was running low, and you can always count on that as a meal of some sort. I also got a different type of gluten-free pasta. One's brown rice and one is chickpeas. And then these squiggly noodle things, I've never tried, but they looked good. And there's like multiple packets in here, I think 4. So this can be a good like come back dinner, lunch, whatever as well. I did also get crunchy chili onion because that just also sounded good at the time. And then of course, oh no, RIP. It doesn't look as pretty as it once did, but I got my Erewhon sushi, but it moved around quite a bit in my bag and it's not as aesthetically pleasing anymore. But I got spicy crispy onion tuna sushi for tonight. That is that. I'm gonna put all this away and then we'll actually get sewing. I don't know why I'm dreading this so much when like it's actually probably a really quick task, but I feel like the quickest sewing tasks are the ones that I dread the most, like the hemming, the like last minute little things. I always just like dread the most and I don't know why, but it is what it is. Okay, I meant to do this yesterday, so I started playing around with it to see kind of what it would look like. But basically for these slip dresses, I want to add these little just like plastic hanger things so that you can actually hang it on a hanger and it looks like a dress, because otherwise without this it just like it like flops. But I'm trying to figure out like the right placement for it because it's still like it doesn't look bad, but it just like doesn't, I feel like you just can't tell what the shape of the dress is very well when it's on a hanger. But it's such a pretty dress and I want people to grab it and try it on, but I feel like it has to look approachable on a hanger. But I think this might be the best we can do because it's a fully open back and then like one shoulder kind of situation, so it's just hard to place it properly. But I clipped in these little clear bits. I just have like a whole roll of it here, and I'm just gonna like kind of like baste them on. Like I don't think I want to do like a super secure stitch in case people do want to end up taking them off. I want them to be like easily kind of taken out. But yeah, I have I think 5 dresses or so to do this too, so it should be pretty quick. But that's what I need to do to finish these off completely for the pop-up. Okay, so I got the dresses done. done. Here's one. I don't have hangers for all of them, but the rest are over here. Obviously they have hangers at the actual store, so it's not like I need to take them hung, but I do want to find hangers just so I can see them on my rack and visualize what my rack's gonna look like. I'm so excited for that. Probably one of the next few videos after this, if not the next video after this, is going to be the actual like launch day of the store, which is on January 31st. At least that's the private launch day, and then it launches to the public February 1st. So I'll be vlogging all of that as much as I can and showing you the process of all that, which I'm really excited about. But I do just kind of want to put everything on the rack to see what it looks like in my room, kind of just visualize what it's gonna look like at the store, which is just so crazy. So far my rack looks pretty full and I really love the way it looks. I like the vibe, the colors, it feels very me. I'm very excited about that. So those are done. Now I'm gonna show you guys my deadly mistake yesterday. I'm so mad at myself because I had the thought while I was doing it of like, ooh, I should be really careful to not clip the fabric, because basically, I'll show you where I clipped it. I was trying to clip all this excess fabric right here below the zigzag so that it was like somewhat even, and I clipped right there, the tiniest little hole, and I'm so mad about it. But like, again, this is a patchworked piece, so it's not that deep. I think what I'm gonna do is unstitch the hem right here and then just add a little patch, like a little tiny rectangle patch here, and then basically like redo the hem and call it a day. So we're gonna fix that, and then that will be it as far as sewing for this pop-up. Okay, I really thought that was gonna take me longer than it did. I don't know why I always think these really small tasks are gonna take me so long, but we fixed it. Luckily it's on the back. Not that it matters because like this is a patchwork top, so like it's meant to be patchworked, but I literally just added like a little triangle in there basically. So it is all sealed up. I obviously need to iron it, but clearly it matches the vibe of it being a patchwork top. So it's not that deep. It is done and we are officially ready with all of our inventory for this pop-up. I just have to like iron it all and figure out all the kinks, but like and get everything kind of situated, but that is a tomorrow problem. For today, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I've been drinking Mellow. I did a partnership with them on Instagram, and they obviously gave me like a whole case of them, and they're so good. I'm gonna drink this, have a little bit of a rest, and then we'll start cleaning up the studio and start like doing like a proper clean of my apartment as well. Okay, it's officially time to vacuum. It's time to finish up this bedroom. I did put most of my clothes away when I was folding up my laundry earlier. The only things I left out are things I want to potentially pack. So I have my trusty little suitcase. I've had this suitcase since I was 15, which makes it 10 years old this year, and she is my ride or die. Okay, everything's been cleaned up, so my bed is clear, the bench is clear aside from things that I'm packing. I've hung up all the dresses as well, so the rack is pretty full. It's from here, like these dresses, to here, so all of this will be on my rack, which I'm very excited about. It looks so nice and clean. It's like 5:30ish or so. I think I'm gonna shower and just get like cozy for the night. And I know I have to do an edit to the reel that I did this morning because they answered back and want a little edit on that, so I know I need to do that. And then I don't know what else. I need to check my list. I made a list on my phone yesterday of everything I want to do today so that I wouldn't forget. GTS reel, dishes, laundry, clean, take out trash. Oh, I have to do I haven't done my thumbnail. Post it to Instagram. I fixed the creator post. I ordered something for a custom order, sewed the stuff on the black dresses, and fixed the patchwork top. So I had everything on my list except for making a thumbnail for this week's video. So I need to do that. The video is done. It's a sponsored video, so I had to get it approved, and they actually approved it on the first try, which never happens. I feel like every time I have some sort of sponsored video, they always ask for at least one edit of some sort, but I've worked with this particular company before, so I feel like I had it down. And clearly I did, because they said it was perfect first try. So I just need to make the thumbnail for it so it can go live this week on Tuesday. It's the last thing I have to do, and then edit the other reel. Work-wise, that's it. I know it's a Sunday and like I shouldn't be doing work, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do if you're gonna be traveling this much, you know? Do I ever take a full weekend off? Honestly, rarely. Like I can't remember the last time I did, unless it's like I have plans with friends and that takes up my weekend. But if I'm alone and by myself for the weekend, chances are I'm always getting some sort of work done, because like why wouldn't I? Which again, I don't know if that's like the healthiest way to approach life. Like I know you should take breaks and whatever, but like again, I'm somebody who likes to be out and about and travel and do all the things, and to do that, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices and work on weekends. So that is what we do. I'm gonna shower and I'll catch you guys after. Maybe even honestly have like our little sushi moment, or maybe I should do the work and then sit down and have sushi. I don't know, we'll see. But I am getting hungry, so sushi's coming soon. All right, I am hungry, so I think we're gonna do sushi, chill a bit, and then get to work, because I have some other just like bits and pieces of computer work I want to do, and kind of just like planning that I want to do for when I'm out of town and just in general, because my grandma does not have Wi-Fi at her house. She never has, probably never will at this point, but my aunt lives above her, and sometimes we can reach my aunt's signal, but we usually have to be out in the patio to do that, and it's way too cold to be sitting out in the patio doing work. So I do think this week is actually going to be a lot more just like actually removed from the internet. So I do want to kind of just set myself up to have like everything kind of ready and prepared, since I won't be able to do as much, which I think will actually be just so needed to just take like a bit of a social media detox, if you will. But at the same time, all my social medias for once in my life are growing at the same time. Like my personal Instagram's been growing, my brand Instagram, my TikTok, and my YouTube channel, like all at once, have actually been like growing pretty decently over the last like month or so. So I also want to make sure that I'm like planning my content properly and making sure everything's kind of set up right. So I think I want to like do that tonight, and maybe I'll just like share a little bit of like my thoughts around that for you guys. But for now, we're gonna eat some sushi. My favorite thing as of lately has been sitting on the floor here to eat and like watching TV and just having like a little chill moment. So that is what we're gonna do. Alright, I've chilled out enough and I'm gonna get to work now. It's like 7:45, so it's still early enough where I feel like I can get a lot of work done and not go to bed too late or anything. I'm gonna start by doing the edits for the reel from this morning and get that kind of out of the way. I just finished the reel and I'm sending that over right now. However, they are on Eastern time, so the chances of them responding today are quite low. Sometimes they surprise me, sometimes they do answer really late, so we'll see. Now it's time to get to my own stuff. So first things first, I have a few custom orders that are in the works. I haven't like started sewing them yet. One of them I'm still waiting for measurements for, so can't really do anything until then. Like I can't order fabric because I don't know her size yet. So I'm just kind of waiting on that one. The one that I worked on during Vlogmas, if you watched all those videos, like I did a fitting with a certain client a couple of times. I just got that fabric ordered a few days ago, so that should be coming soon. But then they also wanted to add appliques to it. So we just confirmed those this morning, just like the extra added cost and everything. So confirmed that and got those ordered as well. So I really can't do much with my custom orders just yet because I'm kind of just waiting for things to get here. And then the third one, I ordered swatches of fabric for it with the fabric that I ordered for a different custom order. So I'm gonna wait for that to come in. Once that's in, then I'll see if that's the right fabric and get it ordered. But custom order videos are coming soon. I'm really excited. Two of them are technically bridal ones. One of them is a very non-traditional bridal one though, so it doesn't feel like I'm doing bridal because like the dress is yellow and it has like pink flowers. It's just a bit more eclectic. The other one is like an off-white gown for vow renewals, so I'm really excited about that. And then I did also just confirm a different bridal custom order, and this one's I believe for like a reception, like we're doing like a shorter dress. So it's been really exciting. I've like never intended to get into bridal things, but I just feel like custom orders make sense for it to be for bridal things, but I'm really excited for that. So those are coming. What I actually need to do is make my thumbnail. That's what I need to do. That's my one last task that I had on my list for today. Alright, update. It is almost 10 p.m. and I finished the thumbnail. I uploaded some TikToks that I realized I never put onto shorts because they were longer than a minute, and now I do have the over 3-minute feature, so they're old. So if you see them, just know they're old. You can tell they're old, but whatever. They're still good. Did that, answered some emails. What else did I do? Oh, I have a couple of video concepts made. I did a voiceover for a video. I made my list of things I want to get done tomorrow before I leave, which I won't be vlogging tomorrow, but I'll share with you guys my to-do list regardless. I have a post list that I want to put up on Instagram and TikTok. I have to automate some posts for this week for one of my part-time jobs just because I'm going to be in Spain. I'm going to be traveling, so I have a feeling I'm going to miss the posting window, so I'm going to just schedule those out. I have to finish packing. I have to potentially get a passport picture because I need to renew my Spanish passport, and my mom was like, just bring your old one here and we'll just renew it while we're here. And I was like, honestly, yeah, because going to the consulate is one of the worst things ever. I hate going. I did register at the consulate here, but even that took forever. Like, everything to do with like embassies and consulates, just the worst. So if I can do it with my mom, it's gonna be even better. I got passport pictures taken for the consulate because they ask you for a picture just to register. So I only have one like passport picture, and I feel like you need two. So I think I need to go take them again, or potentially just take one in Spain. I'm gonna ask my mom about that tomorrow. So that one's TBD. I have to edit this YouTube video that's gonna go up while I'm in Spain. So I wanna get that ready and done and just like scheduled. I need to drop off all of my inventory tomorrow to the retail store that I'm working with. I potentially have a meeting at 11, that's not confirmed. I wanna film all my pieces and do like a this is everything that you'll be able to buy on launch day real thing. So I need to do that before obviously I go drop all the things off. I also want to show all the different patchwork tops and how each one's like one of a kind, whatever, and do a reel about that. So that's my current to-do list for tomorrow. Doesn't sound like a lot, but the editing the whole YouTube video part is going to take up a majority of my day most likely. So there's just bits and pieces that I need to get done before I head out of town Tuesday morning. So excited to get out, so excited to just like be a little bit disconnected before coming back to the chaos of the store and everything. Obviously, like I said, I will be vlogging as much as I can of like the launch day, the private launch day, and then the public launch day, and just like the whole process. So the next video after this should be all of that, which I'm really excited to share. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking about like price breakdowns of stuff and like budgeting around it, and I think those videos are just gonna come at the very end of it because I feel like it just makes the most sense to do like a roundup after the 6 months to be like, this is how much I spent to be at the pop-up versus how much I made, blah blah blah. Like, I think that's just gonna make more sense 6 months from now. So I do plan on hopefully doing some sort of roundup around that because I do think that people don't talk about that enough, but like you have to pay to like have your stuff at retailers, you have to pay to do pop-ups. Like, none of this is like free and like a given opportunity. Like, you do have to pay and it is an investment, but obviously I'm hoping it's an investment that makes sense for me. Obviously I'll share all the details when we get there, but like they gave us a really good deal of like how much we have to pay to have a rack there because they're also not taking any commission. So it's just like the flat fee of what we have to pay to have like a rack. Like, obviously you pay more if you want a bigger rack or multiple racks or whatever. Like, I'm just gonna have like one of the more smaller racks because that fit my budget the best. But the fact they're not taking any commission is huge because that usually is a big part of pop-ups on top of like the flat fee of like having a rack. So it just felt like a really great opportunity, and again, like, it's such a prestigious mall, a lot of foot traffic, and I'm just like excited to be amongst other sustainable brands that like are in my price point and just be in a mall where people are like used to that price point, because I think that's always been my issue, is like being in different markets with like secondhand clothing that's like $5 is really hard when you're like hand making things for like a couple hundred. So anyway, that is all coming in a more detailed video 6 months from now. Mark my words. But yeah, I'm really excited to share all that. That being said, I'm gonna get ready to go to bed and get situated for tomorrow, and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.